Joining us now to give us some insight into the year's tech hits and flops, as well as overall industry themes of 2006, Brian Cooley, editor-at-large for CNET.com. Brian, nice to have you with us. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Maria. Good to be here.
What's the mood over there at the conference? I gather there's real buzz over the gadgets and competition among tech leaders to be on the cutting edge, right?
Yeah, this show is so wide-eyed every year because there's a lot going on here. People often ask me, can you give us a theme for this year's show? It's too big, to be quite honest. It's everything from cell phones to the 82-inch LCD television we're seeing. It's audio for your home theater. It's everything that goes into your car as well, which is a new exploding area. So it's every year a show that you feel like you didn't see enough of it. So I love to bring a snapshot to people to try and help them get a little handle on it.
Yeah, the Computer Electronics Show. Is it more crowded this year than past years?
You know, ironically, it's a little bit less crowded, and that's intentional. The organization that puts this on, the Consumer Electronics Association, says that they're down from 145,000 attendees to 130,000 intentionally because they keep this very focused on players, companies that have got great new products, and then the retailers who are going to bring them to us, the consumers.
Right.
This is not a walk-in show for the masses. This is where deals and new products really hit the ground.
All right, let's talk about the new products. Tell me about the new things that stand out to you.
First of all, here's a couple of televisions I want to show you from a company called Norcent. This is their Vion line, and the message going on here is widescreen LCD flat panel set, only a few inches deep. But notice how this one's a pearlescent white, a nice stylish combination. The speakers are very much integrated. It's all about making these televisions look really good in any setting in the home, and value pricing. These MSRP at $650, you're going to find them significantly lower than that when they get to the street, and that's part of a trend to make these, which are bedroom-sized televisions, really look good in the home and be affordable. The flat panel TV is not so much a big-ticket item unless you're buying a really big one now. These here that are more normal size are more normal price as well. That's a nice trend for all of us for our pocketbook.
Interesting. So that's one flat panel. What else do you have over there?
Let me show you this thing here. This is the this little camcorder here. It looks very small. I mean, it doesn't have any place for a tape because it doesn't use a tape, and that's a whole new wrinkle. This is called the HD1 from Sanyo. Right inside there is a little tiny memory card, and that's what it stores pictures on, a little SD card. No tapes, no rewinding. You can instantly put that into your computer and transfer the movie onto your PC. It has a little screen that flips up, as you might imagine, but what's amazing about this is it records in HD, in high definition. That's an amazing thing for a little camera like this, and it fits right in your pocket, unlike most of those bulky tape camcorders. This is going to be about an $800 product when it hits later on this quarter.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it is.
What about the Helix?
I've also got, well, let me show you the Helix and one called the Inno. What are those? Samsung has this Helix. Pioneer has the Inno. These are combination devices that receive XM satellite radio and also play MP3s, all in one place. They have a little drive inside that will store both. And by store, I mean it will be like a TiVo for XM. You can record XM broadcasts for later playback, as well as store your music files on here. You can hit a button when you hear a song you like, and it'll start to record it, or it'll do what's called flagging it, which means when you go back to your desktop, you can remember that song and go on to Napster and buy it without having to have scribbled a note down somewhere. So that's kind of a commerce back channel they're doing here to add another revenue stream, but it's also a nice thing for consumers. And look how hot these look. I mean, Samsung's phones are gorgeous these days, and Pioneer, of course, has got a legendary heritage in audio. These guys know how to do this, and look how thin those are and very chic. This is a whole new era for satellite and MP3 portables combined like this.
Yeah, really small, too. Tell me about the Belkin cable-free.
You know, how many of us have got all kinds of USB cables snarled all over our desk because we added a printer, a scanner, there's one for our camera dock? It's a mess, right? Well, the new thing these days is wireless USB using a technology called ultra-wideband. All you have to know is wireless USB. You have a little dongle here that creates wireless USB on the product you want to connect, and this hub will receive it and bring it into your PC. No more cables, and it's really fast. You don't give up any speed by going wireless. That's why this technology is really great. And this will be hitting the market from Belkin and other manufacturers this quarter. So if you're sick of those USB cables, relief is finally here in this kind of stuff.
Very interesting. Brian, while 2,500 other companies are fighting to be noticed, Microsoft really fought to retain the dominance, right? Bill Gates spoke on the first night of the event, introducing video and
A lot
music.
of things going on with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Gates always kicks off the keynote here. He had a three-headed message. One, Windows Vista. The new Windows is finally coming this year. But he has to get us interested in upgrading because that's an expensive, cumbersome process for a lot of us. So what he's done is positioned it as this new living room operating system with a new version of Media Center, with a new music service called Urge in partnership with MTV. That's going to go after iTunes head on.
Yep.
And also with this ability to connect to other devices in the home and to the Xbox in a seamless little system in your home. They're driving to the living room relentlessly because we've hit saturation for computers that we work with.
Sure.
Now, we got to have fun.
Brian, good to have you with us. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Good to be here.
Brian Cooley, editor-at-large for CNET.com. Up next, a fresh start for the market and for some companies in the new year.